welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Harrell's in at the center filling out the middle. And for Brooklyn, Jordan is out there with Durant, then there's Irving, then there's Harris, and it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. The Nets off the tip. Now Irving. And there's the pass to Harris. Poke loose. 4 on the clock. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession. Here is James. From downtown, it's hauled in by Harris. And here's Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Inside Harden. Count that one.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Frank Vogel had a few minutes to share with me. With the NBA Finals at stake and their backs against the wall, I asked him about the tone of his speech in the locker room. He said that his guys know what they're up against, that only a huge effort on the road tonight will force a Game 7. And he believes they're up for that challenge. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Harden, that's good.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Irving against Schroeder. Caldwell-Pope passes to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Harris. And that one's good. James.
In some ways, this is the glue to LeBron's offense, unstoppable from mid-range.
Here is Harden. He has 5. Right side, Kevin Durant. Over Harrell. Durant, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Caldwell-Pope for 3. That shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They come off the loss on Friday.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Durant.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a Finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Marc Gasol is checked in for Harrell. And both free throws good for Durant.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Schroeder outside, feeds it to Davis. Gasol trying to free himself up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
Strong move by AD. You see why he's been averaging 7 to 8 free throws a game over the past few seasons.
And the first one at the line is good.
One of the most productive all-around players in the game. AD has already accomplished a lot individually. Next, winning.
Dinwiddie is checked in for the Nets. Both good from the line that time.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Harden from outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Harden's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nets.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere. Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Durant kicks to Harden. Fires the three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
The Lakers trail. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Caruso in at the point.
Poor job defensively, failing to box out LeBron. You know he's going to find a way to stay active.
Durant against Gasol. Now here's Davis. Passes to Caruso. Now here's Gasol. And the layup's good off the glass. Gasol's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
Beautiful pass. LeBron, fun to watch. Intelligent, outstanding read.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And he lays it straight in. Harden's got 10.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
James looking it over. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
The indestructible one, LeBron brushing off contact for the easy deuce.
Here's Durant. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 1:24 left in the second quarter. James with it. 10 points for him. Dinwiddie with the steal. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. And Dinwiddie gets it to go on the assist by Durant. Dinwiddie's got his first basket of the night. Here's Caruso. Dinwiddie covering. And it's good. 2 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Harden. 10 points for him. AD drives in. And then Durant with the jam.
It's a pick your poison situation with KD. You can't give him space, but he's got the handle to go right by you.
Caruso, the pass to James. Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw missing.
What is there to say about LeBron that hasn't been said? One of the all-time greats who can completely carry a team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Gerald Green. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. And he's good on the second. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving against Kuzma. Lobs it up for Jordan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the arms of DeAndre just never end. He is a real threat to score, and the defense has to take him seriously.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And for all the developments Jordan's made to his game, free throw shooting remains a challenge.
So he gets them both. Lakers trail by 3.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter. He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
And it's Durant missing. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. How about the playoff atmosphere? We're going to break down all the first half action for you. Looking at the Nets, they've got a good battle on their hands, but seem to be playing with a certain air of confidence. They're on the brink of a championship if they can put together another great half of basketball tonight. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Defensively, they did a great job of contesting shots and making things difficult. They faced several attempted runs, and they came up with key stops. It was punch, counter punch there for a while, and it's close, but the fight is going on.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, points in the paint. I've been there for them, and it's always a good thing, Ernie, Kenny. I think the defense was set up to defend the perimeter, and so far it's backfired. Until the D adjusts, I say keep pounding it into the paint.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3. So that's the Nets' 5. James finds Caldwell-Pope. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Now, here is Harden. 10 points for him. Outside Jordan. Back to Harden. The 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving passes to Durant. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Jordan. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the first one drops. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Traps in the tray.
The thing about Kyrie, he has great natural balance when setting up for the jumper.
Harris against LeBron. Over Harris. Trying to get open as Davis. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from James.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
KD against Harold. Great communication on the alley-oop.
I still marvel at the guard-level skills for a player that size of Kevin Durant.
James, the pass to Harold. Davis against KD. It's good.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Harold.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Harden, again, the Nets for 2.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Now here is Davis. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
And Harold slams it in.
If you start the alley-oop, Harold can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
Durant in the corner over Davis. And KD the bucket on the assist by Harden. KD's got 8. Three-quarters of play in a close game here. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. It's the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Caldwell-Pope. Harrell is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Here's Caruso. Harrell down low. He's against Jordan. Harrell finds Kuzma. Pocket 6. For 3, Caldwell-Pope buries it from three-point range. Caldwell-Pope's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Irving. The pass to KD. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
I mean, with his height, it is almost impossible to affect KD's shot without fouling.
The first one falls.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And KD drops them both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The shot misses. Good D by Jordan. And then Durant with the dunk.
I mean, running the court with the speed of a guard. Hard to keep up with Durant once he gets out in the open floor.
To the inside. Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
And late in the game here, it's just as important to get stops. We'll see if either side is up to the task.
Outside Durant. Over Harrell. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Caruso, covered by Irving. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Crazy intensity of Montrezl Harrell, using it to perfection in order to get calls.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
What I appreciate about Harrell is how hard he's worked on his skill set. The jumper, the post moves, and the passing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Harris comes in for Green, and it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. And then for the Lakers, Davis is checked in for Gasol. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Caldwell-Pope against Harden. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
James against Harris. The drive. Wow, hammering it in.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now here's Harden. Beyond the arc. It's good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 5. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
Here's LeBron. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
The defender is left helpless to stop that. LeBron with too many tools in the toolbox and that killer instinct.
Now here's Harden. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. For the finish. Money!
And Caldwell-Pope not letting the pressure of the moment affect his focus.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
"19 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
We know he's one of the best offensive players in the league. What I've seen lately from Kyrie is an improvement in his focus on the defensive end.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
James wide open. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. 15 seconds left in the game.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. The score knotted at 47. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden inside the three-point line. It falls!
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
And they've done it, the new NBA champions.
Well, they did it. And as they celebrate, you can just see the relief, the exhilaration that comes from winning it all.
You have to hand it to the entire organization. They work together to get right here.
And guys, what a reward for the fan base. I mean, I know one thing. They're going to enjoy this memory for a long, long time.
And we have enjoyed our time with you folks all season long. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. Have a wonderful summer.